Arkansas Lieutenant Governor Leslie Rutledge joins me now. Now, your husband is a soybean farmer. Will banning Chinese cooking oil be any real help to the soybean problem?
Well, thanks for having me on. And yes, what President Trump is doing, it's part of the puzzle in negotiating. We want to continue selling our soybeans to China, no doubt. However, he needs something to have at the negotiating table. And America went from being a net exporter of used cooking oil in 2021 and 22 to being a importer of used cooking oil, and most of it we're importing from China. This happened during Joe Biden's administration. And so what President Trump is doing is simply taking something to the table that says, okay, China, we recognize that you've been investing in Brazil, billions of dollars in infrastructure in Brazil over the last 15 years, and that you are putting the infrastructure in to continue buying their soybeans. Now you're not buying our soybeans. And so we've just got something on the table, which is used cooking oil that he may take off so that way we can negotiate. We shouldn't be beholden to communist China and padding their pockets when, quite frankly, we could be using those soybeans to make that same used cooking oil right here in America.
But clearly, the soybean farmers are hurting. Your husband's farm, I'm sure, is you're hurting, I got that. But there's a proposal for a bailout, the federal government to bail out farmers who are hurt by tariffs or the international trade situation. Would you get some money from the government?
Well, I think that we have to look at all farmers and make sure that we have we want a long-term solution. Yes, American farmers, soybean farmers are hurting right now. They're hurting because of the bad policies that were put in place during Joe Biden. We've got weather, we've got high input cost and low commodity prices. And the best way to bump those commodity prices are, yes, to have more markets, but to have more use and revenue stream. And by putting in the necessary infrastructure into biodiesel soybean crushing plants, to have more biodiesel capacity, such as the one in my hometown of Batesville, Future Fuels. That's once the markets see that, yes, we're going to be selling more soybeans, those commodity prices are going to go up. And that's what we need President Trump to do, is to encourage more use here in America. It makes us more energy independent. It is more cost effective. It's environmentally friendly. It's something that we need to get done, just like we did with ethanol and corn. One third of our corn crop goes to ethanol. So there's no sense in having soybeans sitting in storage and then paying China to buy used cooking oil.
Got that. Okay, I got that. Lieutenant Governor Rutledge, thanks very much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it very much, sir. Thank you.
You bet. Thank you.